Hello guys, how you doing? Happy Friday. Of course you can see I have a hat. It's just my new look. I love wearing the sports hat. Since it's pretty breathable, washable, and pretty light. Good for protecting your eyes from the sunlight. Anyways, today I'm just gonna work on favorite porn person, which is my cousin. He wanted me to draw a good ninja. 3 set of good ninjas for his channel. So I need time to set up just a little bit. Of course, my cousin really loves good ninja a lot. He collects them. He always collects them, and he also have a talent to sculpt some Pokemon or remodel the toys, customize those kind of things. I did have a good chat with him in Boston. He's generally really a cool guy to talk to. He just needs more people to fit into his world, which is the pop culture and the nerdiest. Which in Boston we don't have a lot of people who are into this stuff compared to California. Actually, Los Angeles specifically. But he also have a talent for making music and stuff for his spare time. I'm still looking for a Mega Ninja. I mean, I like Greninja since I always pick the water type Pokemon as my starter Pokemon. And Greninja is one of the Pokemon that I will pick anytime. Hey, you made it! Nice! Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, just like you, Brennan, I'm trying to grow an audience. But it's for Twitch instead of YouTube. Although I am streaming both Twitch and YouTube as a dual stream. My cousin had a channel if anybody wants to follow. Give me a second to pull up his profile. I can't remember, am I trying to make it for your YouTube channel? Or just in general? I will make sure since I want to make sure my canvas is fitting for your YouTube banner. I'm doing good, Devotion, how you doing? This is my cousin, Kaiser. Unless he prefers his first name to be called. Right now I'm trying to set up some stuff. You want me to make a Greninja for this YouTube channel? Because you really love Greninja a lot. I try to make sure the size fits for this channel. That's called mini and all device. They're all pretty confusing. Try to find the exact size for the YouTube banner. So if I make it for TV size, it'll be bigger. So I'll be starting with the TV size first. So how was everybody doing so far? Okay, I think I get the gist of it. Recommended size. I'll double check. Okay. That means so confusion. So the size is pretty much here. If I crop it, but guess I'll keep it this way. I'm gonna pretend this is a banner spot. Edit. So yeah, this blue line is where the YouTube will be likely to crop top and bottom. And outside, TV size, for the screen will be larger. Oh, that's cool, Brandon. Yeah, Brandon's really talented, just like me. It's just that our families are not really the creative type. Most of our family is more traditional. Like, get a lawyer job, get a big paying job, have a house, get married. And that's your story. Compared to us, we are different. Our interests are not considered the norms, but we are unique and special in other ways. Give me a second, gotta adjust my screen. Get it closer to me. Of course, he wants us to be in it. But yeah, and so our family's a really good family. Yeah, Brandon's a really cool guy. He does a bit of gaming on the PC. He makes music on his spare time. Yeah. The hard part is Boston don't have a lot of pop culture and those kind of things, and most of the people we met are more traditional way. Like it's not much convention. So yeah, hopefully me and Brendan get to talk a little bit more. I try and get better on my part to connect with my cousin, but me and my cousin, ours are very different, to be honest. My cousin got a lot of social life, parties, have other obligations like family and stuff. Compared to me and Brandon, we're introverts, quiet. We don't really party, but we are focused on creating stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna sketch out some parts. I'm a little rusty, so might take a while to get back on the groove. As you know, this is not final. This is more like a planning and stuff. Or just ideas to start. So yeah, I do have a lot of cousins, but most of them are busy. I'm not really aware of my Twitch channel and stuff. That's a hard part of being an adult. So yeah, Brandon. Are you planning to grow your YouTube channel? Or are you just doing it as a hobby? Nothing serious about growing and stuff? I know one of my cousins, I got so many cousins, but one of my cousins has a husband who used to study animation. We didn't really talk, we just do a quick chat and be like, you do animation? I'd be like, yes, we did. We did some animation. Oh, that's cool. I just make sure I make a like size for your channel. I'll treat it as an illustration there. As is. So this will be today we'll be just focused on pretty much planning the banner. And also a little rusty for my vacation, so I want to take an extra time to make it look great for my cousin, Brennan. Yeah, animation is always the workload. You pretty much have to do a job of 10 people. Like you're a director, a storyteller, the writer, and others. Sound production, voice acting, if you're doing voice acting. lots of jobs. Besides that, you also of course, animations also frame by frame. Doing stop motion is fun, but doing frame by frame is also a lot of work. And then Ash Ninja will be right here. Anyways, I think most of our creative family, non-creative family, do know that you can make money, well, not great money, just some money on Twitch streaming. Not as it's not really a career thing, it's more like a side job. Side gig. Whatever they want to call it. Although you can do a lot of side gig with social media these days. And by the way, I stream about 2 times or 3 times a week on my Twitch stream if you wanna come over to chat. Otherwise, I always try my best to chat on Discord. I try my best trying to be more engaged. Some of my cousins, I feel like I'm more, when I try to engage, I feel like I'm always the one doing the talking and stuff. That's how it is, adulthood. Nobody have time to chat these days. And most of us are pretty burnt out by other life obligations anyways. Probably in a few days, I'll be back in reality with art. Otherwise, I'm pretty excited with this commission. haven't had a commission for a few weeks, so I'm gonna try to get one. I mean, work on a commission. Especially I spend a whole month painting backgrounds. Unfortunately, I didn't finish the background painting when I was on vacation. Unfortunately, that's what I have to do. That'd be very rude to work on commission, art, during the vacation and talking to a family. But yeah, I'm always happy to give you some feedback, advice on animation. You know, I never barely done stop motion. Might able to help you with the animation. Of course, you're pretty much one of the creative members in the family. I do like to help a family. Especially the, fair relationship. So yeah, that's the only thing I'm willing to help. Well, the only thing I'm willing to give free knowledge is a family. At the end of the day, it's just a family you emotionally trust. And our families are all very respectful. Of course, family don't really go or disappear on you. It's always stuck with you for the rest of your life. Compared to friends, you don't know who you get with friends. I got some good friends. like the version right here. Like, find some one of those things you don't know who's gonna stay in your life or gonna leave in your life. The version is one of the good friends that always support me, as always. He even came to my stream every time when I stream. Let's see. Of course, he deserves a shout-out version. Keep in mind, it's just a kind of like a preview what it looks like when you try to crop it to YouTube channel. I assume it's gonna be somebody will be watching your YouTube channel on their PC instead of TV. And the Russian channel, I have no problem fixing if the images are not working out. Good thing is digital, so I can fix certain things. I kind of miss Ash in the Pokemon anime. Like, he's one of those characters that have a actual goal. Like, he want to be a Pokemon master. Took him few seasons to get it. Besides taking a few seasons, he's just the most, not say realistic, but of course a character that never wins most of the time. Of course, when he loses, he's just going to keep going, no matter what. That's what I like about Ash. Compared to the new protagonist in Pokemon Horizon. I don't know, I just feel he's just a little unrelatable as a character. Rico? I think that's the name. One of my teachers said he's a bad guy since he want to catch them all mentally set. I think he was just joking that Ash is like a villain, that he want to catch them all and stuff. Yeah, pretty much. To catch him as my real test. So yeah, Burner says he has no deadline. So I gotta work on this offline most of the time. Usually I told him it took me 3 to 5 days at least. I know I'm just a little rusty, so I show me gonna have a challenge name right here. 退休卷. He likes Godzilla. But I'm glad that you're getting some support with the commission from your cousin. With Big Family, you can tough to know that everyone does. Like I barely know with any cousin I do either, and only have like 2 I had talked to. Yeah, it is pretty tough. Especially my cousin got used to having 10 parties a year. It's just exaggerating, but yeah, my cousin really see each other like 10 times a year. It's always wedding, birthday, Happy New Year, holidays. It's like 5 parties per year. And if you have so many weddings, it can be double. Or baby showers and stuff. It's like an endless party in my cousin's side. For me, we had about 1 or 2 parties or weddings to go do. And one of my cousins prefer that kind of life since you don't have to go to so many parties and be burnt out by then. With Big Family, there'll be bigger parties. Yep. Every time I go to Facebook, they're always, yay, my niece graduated high school. Or my niece finally got to college. And yay, my cousin finally got to a new job. Of course, your nephew and niece gonna have their own birthday parties. Because that's why some of my cousins don't use Facebook that much, or WhatsApp. Of course, when we want to be supportive and celebrate all those accomplishments. Since that happens a lot, it's so easy to get so burned out with so many things. Especially me, my brain, due to my disorders, my brain cannot process many information at once. Especially my brain, does not retain memories that much. just noticed that Greninja's tummy is different. Like this one has a white tummy right here, and yet as Greninja has a certain patterns on his tummy. It is pretty cool. Oh, it's poor Brandon. I think I feel here. I mean, it's not being fun being a different person in the family. When your life goes a lot more different than others. For me, at the end of the day, my life goes very different from others, which makes me stand out from my other cousin. Okay, good luck with your snackingness. I'll be sure to be here. So yeah, I can talk about my stories in Boston. Oh. Yeah, I think my friend the version might understand why I spelled that way. And this will be the moon. You guys look like a Japanese flag. Except it's blue. Yep, he's using it based on the Godzilla movies that he watched. Well, typography is not really my thing. I will try my best to make it look good as possible. I'm trying. Tiger Gwen. Try and find my join. Okay, I found it. I think going as a main focus will be fine. Give me a second, I need a drink. Oh, thank you. I glad you like it. You see my matcha? Anyways, welcome back to Frozen. How was your snackiness? Your snacking session? Ah, that's cool. That sounds a bit tasty. So this is what like if the people gonna watch your YouTube channel see this banner. And this is what people gonna watch when see your channel when they preview on TV. Anyway, let's hide the background first. Well, you wanna know how to make matcha? I mean, first, you need a really good matcha. Cause the quality of matcha matters. I can show you the website where you get the good matcha. Keep in mind that matcha gets sold really fast these days. It's really high demand. The best one you want to get for matcha is made in Japan. In general, you need the tool first before you get the matcha. The tool you need is a bowl, a really small bowl, and a chargen, or something to really make a good stirring thing. But if you're just learning, then you can go get the Chinese-made chargen. Unfortunately, with the Chinese chargen, it breaks a lot, so keep in mind when you buy the whisk. Low quality, it breaks more. That's how it is. Compared to Japanese one, you deal with less problems. Okay, you need a bowl, the chargen. You don't need the bamboo spoon, but it's a nice addition. It's not expensive anyways. After you get all the tools you need to make your own matcha at home, you need to buy a correct matcha. Let me show you. This is the Japanese made one. I will try to get a cheap one as possible. Otherwise, Chinese just do fine if you're just starting out. But when you buy a Chinese one, make sure to heat up the chargen first to get all the nasty chemicals out of it. The Chinese chargen has not so good stuff in it. You don't want to drink that kind of thing. So wash your chargen first. Besides that, you want to get the best matcha. Most of us are making lattes at home, so to make a matcha latte, the bitterness is better. The bitterness balance out the sweetness of the milk and the oat milk and stuff. Last time I was talking to a friend about getting her into matcha. He says matcha are better. In my opinion, usually the bad matchas are not really good quality. Especially Starbucks one, they add more sugar than matcha. The quality of the matcha you buy it from makes a difference. Especially in California, there's a lot of good matcha shops like Ishizumi. I don't put a lot of sugar because I don't need to. Matcha itself is high quality that it doesn't bug you that much, the bitterness. So you want to get the bitter side. They are much cheaper than the more nutritional side, the more expensive it can do. So you want to get this one. Unfortunately, they sell really fast. Each shoe, let me see if they have each shoe. Maybe this one? Maybe it's something small like 20 grams of matcha. Yeah, a lot of people don't know. It's like trying to describe quality to chocolate quality to people. Or coffee. It's like a difference between a mediocre coffee from Starbucks to a finished coffee. Anyways, after you get your matcha and the tools, when you open the matcha, you need to store them in the refrigerator so they stay fresh. I mean, they're organic, so put in the refrigerator, slow down the oxygen so it won't turn brown that fast. You don't need a matcha that has a lot of sweetness. That's meant for more traditional side, where you just drink matcha without the milk and stuff. Yeah, I made my own before. I have a whole set and a matcha at home. It's pretty easy. You just need matcha, a bowl, a whisk, and a hot water. You put the matcha in a bowl, then you pour hot water into it, then you stir it up gently, but fast. And then you pour it into your milk or your oat milk. And you stir just a little bit. But yeah, here's a story I can tell. Me and my family went to Boston. I tried trying out the matcha shop in Boston. Most of them are not really authentic Japanese shop. Or not really high quality Japanese shop. It's like the tea, matcha tea is so watery that yeah, it's not hard. So yeah, I tried some matcha shop. Most of them are not that great. It's like you can literally just make your own food at home in Boston. Cause the quality is so not great. In general, if you want the best quality in Asian food and those kind of things, California is always your best spot to buy. I mean, not only get the food and Asian food in Boston, but I feel like they're not putting their efforts into their food. Compared to California, there's more Asian, more competition. When there's more competition, they push the quality up as possible. Yeah. They even charge the same price in Boston compared to California. Except not that great. It's like I'm drinking McDonald's matcha. Too much water. Yeah, that's a problem with less competition, less Asian. When there's less competition in the area, what's the point of pushing your food to be the best when you're the only option in Boston that people can get the food? Even my parents was like, you know what, we're just going back to California where we get all the best good Asian food. Or better, just make it at home. Making matcha at home is not that hard. I mean I can, but there's already a plenty of videos about matcha. Maybe a good TikTok short. How you get good matcha? Get good matcha quality. Get a decent bowl. If you're just learning, get a Chinese matcha whisk. If you want a high quality whisk, get a Japanese brand. And the Japanese brand won't break or deal with the splinters, the bamboo splinters. Anyways, it's not just the matcha not that good in Boston. There's also some quality issues in Asian food, haircut. Like me, my mom just complained how the job they did in Boston. That's what happens. No competition. What's the point of pushing quality and service when you're the only option in the area? In California, the best food is in the busy city with a lot of options compared to being in the middle of nowhere. You're literally the only Vietnamese or Chinese restaurant there. When I say quality issues, I don't mean they had to cook like 5-star restaurants. I mean the quality issues that's like McDonald's. It's like they get the cheapest meat and cheapest frozen food and just cook it. If they cook like that, then might as well just cook at home. the same way. Sorry, Charlotte, gonna show. I got distracted with talking. Yeah, that's why I tell most of my relatives to come to California and you will have the best Vietnamese, Chinese, Japanese food you ever gotten. I mean, my dad's a better food critic as I am. You can tell the food is not cooked right, or the food is not standing out as usual. It's like some food you can tell it just came out of the refrigerator and heated up. Some food you can tell was made too salty or too sweet. Anyways, the best Vietnamese food is usually in North California. Especially the pho is different. You can tell the meat is different. And noodles are made fresh compared to a generic Vietnamese restaurant where the noodles and beef are pre-sliced and pre-cooked. So yeah, when I was in Boston, my relatives would be like, "What do you think of our food?" Me and my family are like, Like, we try so many famous restaurants, It's like, it's just nothing stand out. And the core is pretty much really hard to enjoy. Besides that, unfortunately California is the only way to get the high quality Asian food in general. Especially the famous restaurant in Northern California are very upscale or in a rich neighborhood. We did try some seafood in Boston. I think that's the only one that stands out compared to California. The quality of the American food or seafood restaurants much better than California. Honestly, the Boston is the heart of America. Or the start of America, obviously. Especially Boston has a lobster as a mascot. I think most of them are pretty cute. I don't know about anything, but the merch are really cute. Everything is about lobster. And the top school, like MIT, Harvard, Cambridge. The top school in America. My cousin did try to go to college in Boston. He said it's harder for him. The college is much harder than in general for him. I don't know how college these days, so I can't really judge. These days, college is pretty much pretty much a resume. You're like, oh, you went to top school? This diploma proves that you're smart. I think that's the issue these days, that the companies just prefer to hire someone cheaper. By like our research and engineers, animation, I saw people move to more hands-on labor, like plumbing and stuff. I think medical field is still undefeatable career. There's always been high demands. But yeah, as always. Me and my cousin are only ones who wanted to get into creative field as a career. Compared to my cousin, other family members, they want to pick a safer path, a more demanding path like medical fields and stuff. I know a few of my cousins try to study graphic design and stuff. As the usual, line work is gonna be a slow process. Anyways, when I got to Boston, my cousin asked me if doing Twitch streaming our commission is stable. Which is not a fun question to answer. I was like, nope, it's not stable. To be realistic. It's not supposed to be stable, it's supposed to be your side job. Your side income. Your backup plan when you're lost your job or need something to do as your retirement. People can just, and also people learn how to do social media as an advantage. Like you can make money as being a TikTok star and stuff. But it's not stable since it's pretty high on luck. And you had to build your audience for years and years to really get it. It's like one of those things, you don't want to recommend those kind of things to a younger audience. It's better because when you recommend those kind of things to a younger audience, they go and give up studying or focus on something they're not supposed to focus on. I also read on Reddit where the people ask if being an artist is stable. Some people say it's not. In reality, artists are supported by some other person, like a rich family, a wealthy partner, or something to help them with bills and stuff. Just like therapy says, there are smoke and mirrors in social media. Anyways. And anyways, it's like one of those things. Like don't want to turn gaming into a full-time thing. So like gaming, I just want to enjoy stuff. And being good at it just brings me joy. Same with this art. I just enjoy being better, improving. Since that's the only thing I can control. Especially paying my portion of my grandfather. I just want to do something I want to enjoy. And when I enjoy, I can do projects for other people. Someday. Once I find a workflow for it. Or the style for it. It's pretty hard to debate those kind of things. Like somebody told me that if you want a job, then do a job that nobody wants to do, including yourself. Which is pretty true also. But at the same time, not good to suffer something you don't really want to do or don't have good motivation behind it. Especially being a doctor, you're pretty much... I mean, doctor's always been a reliable career. High demand, high reliable career. Such a lot of course, hard work. Of course, if somebody doesn't like to be a doctor and end up being a doctor, then that'll be a little scary. Besides being a little scary, there are some stories about a bad doctor. Cause your life, you're trying to save people's life. Sometimes career high is a high risk and high rewards kind of thing. Anyways, I can talk about life all the time and stream. Even it does not make sense to some people, or some people don't like the advice or experience story. Unfortunate influencer. Their job is to influence you good and a bad way. For me, I'm not trying to influence you the wrong way. Even some people don't agree on it. It doesn't matter. We're older, so we can judge our own stuff. Unfortunately, like I see a video on YouTube where there's a kids influencer, and when the kids become an influencer and making a lot of money, the parents take advantage of it, which is a pretty sad thing. I kinda wish Astro Ninja become a train car or part of the game instead of exclusively in anime. As usual, I stream cause it's just a way for me to feel closer to my clients. And also, talking to people when I draw. When I don't feel like those days, then I just pretty much prefer drawing solitude. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad you didn't show the version. We just need 2 small kids or younger audience. Like, there's so many news about younger audience doing bad things these days, which is not good. Especially a lot of younger audience didn't know that others are surviving with wealthy partner or parents these days. And some others have a side job to keep them a side job and share apartments. It's like telling kids you should be a trading card champion someday, when it's not going to help them in the future. Oh yeah, that's my cousin Brendan Kaiser. He's totally doing it for fun since he has a part-time somewhere that pays him really well. Of course, he knows that I'm able to update my therapy fund goal. It's a little hard to see right now, but it is updated. So yeah, once again, I stream so I don't use AI to do my work or do these dumb shortcuts with AI. And then it's just going to switch place. Oh, it says redraw the Greninja. Let's focus the whole thing about streaming. Yeah, talk, draw, and somewhat focus at the same time. Maybe I just want to redraw the ninja. Oh, thank you. So yeah, the AI, I never like art AI. Especially I had to see the AI slop on Facebook every day. And when people decided to put some turbo prompts into it, they're like, what kind of story is this, man? I'm getting tired of toxic relationship stories. Whoever put that prompt probably have issues. I think AI should never be replaced the creative field. AI should not replace a creative field. Yeah, I'm glad people have an issue with AI slop on Facebook. It's like most of the AI slop is just a character having issues. Like relationship issues. I was like, geez, man. Can you pop someone else that is not relationship issues? Unfortunately, the people who push AI's love are not really creative a story anyways. And the story is almost pretty much similar but different characters. There's some sad, creative quality right there. Of course. Of course, we still make mistakes as a human, but we make good mistakes compared to AI mistakes. You will never know what Greninja's neck look like. Yep, this was just remade Ultron. So Ultron is just making terrible props. Even Ultron have better humors than these people on with those AI slobs. So yeah, the only thing I think AI is good for is having them answer your dumbest question you can ever give. And the answer is pretty decent. Especially some quick medical advice when you're feeling sick or tired. The AI will tell you how to feel well again. There are only few big companies get access of it, but who knows what information they're getting from it. Like, why I need something like this to be made? Some people are just farming content farmers. They don't focus on entertainment quality, just focus on numbers and stuff. Quick bait, quick stuff. Of course, of course, companies just want to be cheap as possible. Whether from outsourcing or AI. kind of fun that AI can steal your water too. Since they need water to be cooled down and stuff. Besides doing your job, they steal your water. Maybe like a movie, cautiously. Idiot cautiously, but with more AI. Cautiously is about. It's a comedy movie that never get released in theaters. To spoil it, the question is about how humans evolve being dumber and how the big companies take over the years. When the big companies take over, they also took over the health department and brainwash people. How Bronos or gay or sports drinks are your only health resource and stuff. And the main character is only the last guy to be smart in the planet. I still think that was still funny. Some parts are still funny. Like a push commercial and stuff. Anyways, right now my dad says that ChatGPT is no longer the best AI prop. Right now it's Gemini. Even my dad is not a huge fan of AI since I mean, I did test out the Gemini AI just for asking a basic question and stuff. And it's pretty good. They even give a warning that says, it's better to get medical advice from professionals than the AI. It says AI is just for fun information, not much serious advice. I know that the students of megaphone before. It is terrifying these days with AI. Like a point where AI can steal your identity, your face, your voice. That is still pretty scary. Unfortunately, people will always use the tools for bad things. Okay, let me look up a YouTube AI thing. Oh. That is really scary. Instead of teaching people the hard way and the hard work, kind of be like, you know what, you can do shortcuts. The lazy way. So with just press a button and that's it. At this point, it's really hard to avoid AI, especially Google. When you search for something in Google, you're using AI. Okay, let me ask, how much water? Like when I start Google search, how much water does AI use? And you're technically using AI to Google search. How much water does AI take water? How much water does AI consume? Yep, a future will be so dystopian. Just like electricity. Anyways. It'd be nice to literally, yeah. Otherwise, we have to literally pack out things and live in the forest. You live in the forest, you cut down social media, and appreciate the nature. Oh, we can debate about AI all day. Like, AI is just a blessing and a curse at the same time. Like, AI has been there since before the PC was born. Of course, nobody liked that AI. This is why I'm starting to read about nature. To read about how trees communicate in nature. I will not use AI to answer the question for me. I prefer the voice of the author in that book to explain trees for me. I know I swim over 2 hours now. And I need to head out for dinner pretty soon too. Let me check the time in my OBS. 2 hours and 16 minutes, which is not bad. So yeah, I'm gonna stream a little bit more. And then I'll probably stream again. Probably Sunday. Otherwise, I pretty much want to waste the time for my cousin to be able to watch my stream. Good news, Dad. Since my cousin's around, it helps a little bit with my Twitch average and stuff. Oh, thank you. So yeah, if more people are watching my stuff, even they're not talking, that's helped me a lot to be discovered on Twitch. Anyways, I'm gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time. Cheers.